Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. That's complete to Slayton. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. That's returnable now for Smith. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Texans will take over. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at the 34. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Giants and the Texans last year, if you go by the numbers, the 2 poorest offenses in the NFL. The Giants 31st in total yardage, and the Texans dead last. On 2nd and 7, Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Pierce will try to pick it up. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. Room here to run. Touchdown, Houston. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, and the Texans scoop it, and they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And they will score on pick 6 for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones on 3rd down. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Tony. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another 1st down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Giants at 1-7 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell. Ready up!
Throwing again on second down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Pierce. They find some open field here. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A huge play there for Houston. Give him 55 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Quick throw to Collins. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Mills. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here we go on 4th down. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here we go, sack.
On second down, here's Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. Jones will sneak it, and he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap and just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Second and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Again, he'll drop to throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Check down to Breida. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mills now. Gets the dump off to Pierce. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mills. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A run by Pierce begins the 2nd half. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 146 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
They go again with Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing, Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Smith to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hand off left side, Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd and 8. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jalen Petrie in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Mills. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Mills. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now Jones. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's got Slayton on the slant. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Pierce now up the middle. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They go play action. Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Here's Cameron Johnston now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. With it is Jackson. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield and unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Houston, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line.